Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path. Last time we left off, we're now back in present times, and we went to go check out the Winter Palace exhibit, which is apparently the replica of Dover's exhibit, where he had eye sculptures made of sherbet. But after we examined that room a little bit, we found Dane Gustavia was passed out from poison gas, and we have our friend Larry. We see Delicious Scones is back, so is Catherine Hall. So it's like everybody's back. And now we were just about to have a game of logic chess with Larry. Not sure how this is going to go, but let's see what happens here. So, why'd you come here? What was your purpose for coming to the art gallery? What? Are you saying that I don't belong in the art gallery? Okay, he's totally... Just keep waiting here. Hey, if you're not gonna talk, then hold that pose so I can paint your portrait. And then I'll scribble all over the portrait I drew of you! Man, he's... Yeah, Edward said I gotta let him calm down, so that's why I'm letting him calm down. I was just joking. I would never scribble over my paintings, of course. They're works of art, after all. I don't think any of your works would qualify as art. Don't look down at me! There are people who recognize my skills as an artist! Edward, okay, Edward, that was mean right there, honestly. Mandy's my girlfriend, but it's really my paintings she fell in love with. That's why I'll sketch anything my girlfriend likes. Then why are you here on your own today? So what? Can't a guy with a girlfriend spend some time alone? He's still kind of pissy, so I'm holding off. Mandy says she's a Gemini. I thought she'd be happy if I showed her a sketch of it at our next date. Do you really have that much confidence in the sketch? Well, I'm not so confident about this one. But I thought she would be happy if I did a sketch of her astrological sign. Oh, okay, how about that? He's not really mad there. I see. That's just like you. To impress Mandy, you came here to see a Gemini sculpture, didn't you? What? How'd you find out? Because you just unknowingly told me everything. Well then, I'm not saying another word from now on. He's finally decided to remain silent. In that case, I'll be more relentless in my questioning. I'll try to find out what he was doing here at the art gallery. So now we gotta be more relentless? I'll expose his true motives. This shouldn't take long. What did you do at the art gallery? What did you do at in this art gallery? What's wrong with that glare? I don't really remember anything. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I just loitered around the fountain patio. Well, let's see about this. Don't they give you a pamphlet at the reception booth after you pay the admission fee? Huh? Oh, is that right? So, the admission wasn't free, huh? You didn't pay? Don't tell me you sneaked in here without paying! I'm sorry! I didn't mean to do anything bad! It's just... there was no one else at the reception booth. That's why I thought you could just come in here for free. Wait a minute. Yeah, whoa. Miss Hall wasn't at the reception booth? Well, yeah, it didn't look like there was anyone on the other side of the desk. Come to think of it, Gumshoe did say something about that. Miss Hall was busy activating the sprinklers from the security room. Because of the incident, she had to leave the reception booth. Poor Katie. She went to all that trouble to open the place, her palace. And now the art gallery's star attraction of Winter Palace is completely ruined. Yeah, you're certainly well informed about the Winter Palace for someone without a pamphlet. The Winter Palace is where your gold, a Gemini sculpture, is located. You had your sights set on the Winter Palace from the beginning, didn't you? What? How'd you find me out again? That's right! My goal is to see the Gemini sculpture. From the very beginning, the Winter Palace is the very reason why I came here. You confess quite easily. You can never tell anything with this man. Next, I'll ask him for further information regarding the Winter Palace. He may still have some fight left in him. I'll watch his reactions and extract the information when I need. Yeah, how about this first? Larry, did you also enter the Winter Palace? What's with that look of distrust? Sure, I tried going in, but... He couldn't get in? He tried to go in, but you weren't actually able to, right? Well, yeah, that's about right. I wanted to go in, but then the old geezer collapsed. I was a little freaked out. So you couldn't get in because the victim of the poison gas collapsed? Well, yeah, he fell right out of the Winter Palace. I'm sure the victim emerged from the Autumn Palace. If it weren't for the poison gas incident, I'll be in there sketching the Gemini sculpture right now. Larry must have mistaken the Autumn Palace for the Winter Palace. That aside, it seems his goal is to sketch the sculpture. This should be a useful clue. Okay, so what did you see in there then? Larry, did you see anything in the Winter Palace? You're still hung up on that. Didn't I say I didn't see anything? I started to think that it wasn't such a good idea to come to the art gallery here. I need to leave soon to meet with my girlfriend. Perhaps I should try using that clue. Yeah, what with your sketch? You came here to sketch the sculpture for your girlfriend, did you not? I don't think you would give up that easily. Even after the victim collapsed, you could still see the inside of the room from the outside, right? Well, I may have gotten a tiny glimpse, but there's no evidence that I saw something scary in there, right? Whoa. Something scary, huh? My, I'm disappointed it turned out to be this simple. Larry, you saw something scary at the crime scene, didn't you? Oh, Edgy, can you read my mind? Well, in that case, there's no point in keeping any more secrets from you. Checkmate? You just told me everything on your own accord. That was a complete waste of time, but finally, it's checkmate. Yeah, that was actually really easy. I was expecting it to be some type of challenge, but... because people told me it'll be a little bit more challenging, I have to think about it a little bit more in the later cases. But this time around, it's like, if he seemed mad, keep waiting until he wasn't pissy anymore. And then all those questions, it's like, you want to keep hearing more anyway, so I was like, might as well keep asking. So yeah, that wasn't bad at all, actually. Alright. I have my eyes fixed on that Gemini sculpture. You mentioned a Gemini sculpture many times now, but I don't believe the sculpture you saw was a Gemini one. What? Was it a mirage then? Player mistakenly thought he saw the Winter Palace. This piece of evidence shows what Larry really saw. Wait a minute. What he really saw? Yeah, it must be in the... well, wait, is it in the pamphlet? Yeah, so... he was in the autumn one. So he saw one of those, right? Yeah. So, here you go. Take a look at this pamphlet. Wait, so I'm an autumn constellation? Well, it's shown during autumn? Okay, I guess that makes sense. In the Autumn Palace, the Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Aquarius sculptures are displayed. Incidentally, I can confirm that the Gemini sculpture is located in the Winter Palace. Therefore, the sculpture you saw could not have been a Gemini one. I knew it! I expected him to be a bit more shocked at the news. I thought it was kind of strange. I know I saw a single goddess. And that transformation was no mirage. Transformation, you say? Oh, you're curious too, Edgy? Well, nothing for it. Guess I'll have to show it to you. Show me? What exactly? I drew a picture of the very scene I saw back then. But I really can't believe what I drew. Picture? What picture? Well, this one right here. What the hell? What? What is this disturbing picture? Actually, he's not a bad artist at all. Is that sculpture weeping tears of blood? Maurice, this picture is scary. Okay, it scared me too. This Gemini sculpture suddenly transformed into a goddess right before my eyes. I couldn't help but scream. So the victim collapsing wasn't what surprised him. What did you mean when you say transformed? I don't really understand it myself. The lower half of his body just turned into a fish. A fish goddess. That would be the Pisces sculpture, wouldn't it? In mythology, Pisces represents the fish that a goddess and her son transform into. Really? So Pisces isn't just a couple of ordinary fish? Edgy, you don't think that sculpture's cursed, do you? Those tears of blood turned a Gemini sculpture into a fish. Preposterous. You simply mistook the Pisces sculpture for a Gemini one. Something tells me I'm going to have to take a closer look at that sketch. Oh, you put the sketch in your organizer? Even a sketch like this one can be used as scrap paper, after all. How could you? But it's strange. Why did only the lower half of the sculpture transform? Uncle Ray is a bit curious about what went on in the Autumn Palace. Indeed. I wonder if someone tampered with the Pisces sculpture. Gumshoe? Yes, Edgeworth here. Mr. Edgeworth! We're finished with searching the room! The poison gas isn't a threat anymore, so you can enter the crime scene, sir. Right. Good work, Detective. It seems we can enter the Autumn Palace now. Well, nice time, Mr. Detective. Let's go right now. I want to see the Pisces sculpture. If Kay's going, I'm going too. I was planning on bringing him along anyway. Right then, let's proceed to the Autumn Palace. Left, right, left, right, left, right, whatever. So this is the Autumn Palace. It certainly does resemble the Winter Palace. I've been waiting, sir. Huh? Aren't you the hairy Butz guy? Wrong! It's Maurice Donim! Never mind that, Detective. Your report, if you please. Oh, roger that, sir. We discovered a used can burner during our investigation. The nozzle is still warm when we found it, so it may be related to the incident. Was it used to heat something? Heat something, or maybe burn something? Melt it, maybe. Was that ladder always there on the ground? It was probably used by the person who set off the poison gas. The poison gas was released when someone lifted the lid off the glass case, sir. I saw that in the picture, too. The Pisces sculpture. Huh? Seems like you know about it, sir. Well then, do you know what the sculpture next to it is? Since we're in the Autumn Palace, it would probably be the Capricorn sculpture. As expected of Mr. Edgeworth. I thought it was a Taurus myself. I'll start off as it was covered by this weird cloth. The fluorescent cloth! I wonder what it's doing here. Evidence from the IS-7 incident. Oh man, it's all coming together! No matter what it is or how it got there. The sculpture in this room are all covered up with this fluorescent cloth. And because they're hidden, it makes me want to see them makes me want to see them even more. Let's take a look. I'll just get this cloth off. Something tells me something bad's gonna be in there. Oh, thank God. Wow, they're beautiful! I was expecting some dead body in there. Oh yeah, look at all that. You don't think the transformation Larry saw was in fact the moment the cloth wrapped around the lower half of the Pisces fell? See, Edgy? It wasn't a mirage or mistake after all! Ugh. Hey, Miles, that sure is something. There's something strange about this room. It looks exactly the same as the Winter Palace we were in just a moment ago. Yes, I agree. Perhaps the sculpture were hidden to make it look like the Winter Palace. If you wrap the cloth around the lower half of the Pisces sculpture, it looks like Gemini. Capricorn's a half fish too. Hide the lower half of it and it resembles Taurus. The remaining two, which can be altered with chicory, were covered up. The Autumn Palace was made to look like the Winter Palace. So it seems, Mr. Shields. It looks like we'll need to conduct an investigation of the Autumn Palace as well. Who said that? Oh no! Just shoot me now. Mr. DeBest and Judge Courtney! Hey, you guys again? This is a problem. You see, this is my crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, it seems my power is insufficient. If you're here, then it would appear that you still haven't understood my warnings. Ugh. Furthermore, you know full well your reckless actions will cause trouble for that detective. In the name of the goddess of law, I must pass judgment. You've got it all wrong, pal. I was the one who asked Mr. Edgeworth to investigate here. Really? Well then, Flatfoot, I'll have to do that. That? Yeah, that. Right. Cut your salary. Looking forward to your next payday? I've always wanted to say that. Oh, you're the last person I want cutting my salary, pal. Hold it the best. I'm only cooperating with the police as a witness to this incident. Detective Gumshoe is not to blame here. So that's how it is. Well then, should I be raising his salary? No, that's not what I meant. But it would be really nice to get my salary raised. Your mercy is deeply moving, Sebastian. But past transgressions must lead to future judgment. Prosecutor Edgeworth, and all in his company, just depart at once from his holy site. But we just got here! The one given the goddess of law's blessing for this incident was Sebastian. In other words, Mr. DeBest is the prosecutor in charge of this case. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening performance is over. Besides, I've already got my eyes set on the culprit. What? Who, pal? Well, naturally, that artist. Me? Hey, what's going on, Edgy? Don't ask me. I can't understand his reasoning. If you can't understand how the best prosecutor thinks, it simply shows how inculpable you are. Is it incapable? Seems he doesn't know what inculpable even means. Okay. That's right, Sebastian. Prosecutor Edgeworth is quite incapable. Yes, he's incapable. She just nonchalantly corrected him. Don't underestimate my intelligence gathering skills. I just came from the infirmary and asked the doctor there about the cause of the poison gas. And what was the cause? Some normal substance. What was the name again? Hold on a second. I'll call the doctor to make sure. Since Sebastian is on the phone, I'll answer for him. In that case, why didn't you just tell us before he called? The poison gas was caused by the mixing of two different types of chemicals. Their names are normalium and fatalium. So where are these chemicals exactly? Every time I think of chemicals now, I just think of freaking 999. Oh, what a great game. How I wish I can cover Rochi's Last Reward. Maybe one day I will. Normalium is a red liquid that's commonly used in everyday products. It can be found in paint and detergent, among other things, but is not toxic by itself. So you're saying that it's substance it's readily available to anyone? Yes, but fatalium, on the other hand, is not so easy to obtain. Yep. I really gotta call a phone company and say, yeah, these telemarketers, toll-free numbers, don't want them calling anymore. But on the other hand, it's not so easy to obtain. Its name sure sounds dangerous. What's it used for? It is the active ingredient of a white pesticide known as Megatoxin X. Didn't we see this before in one of the games in the series? Was it in the first case of Trials and Tribulations? I think, or no, that was like a prescription. Cold Killer X. That's what it was, but this is Megatoxin X. Okay. Fatalium itself also has a deep white color, but it's not readily sold in stores. It's nearly impossible to obtain domestically. Right now, we are looking into how this chemical is obtained. Huh. Okay, I finally found out the names of those chemicals. Judge Courtney has already told us. We don't need to hear it again. Well, fine then. I'll cut to the chase. You know that normalium from the poison gas is also used in paint, right? Today, out of everyone who visited the art gallery, the only one carrying paint was that artist. You're treating me as a culprit just because of that? I object. to the red paint on the pallet you're carrying there. Hey, Edgy, don't you think this prosecutor is kind of an idiot? Indeed. Although I've only known him for a short time, his logic is always absurd. Hey, don't ignore me! It's alright, Sebastian. They're only doing it because they're afraid of you. Like the first star to appear at night, show us reason that shines the best. The first star shines best! Not bad! Hey, you guys are better listen up too! Oh, God. Alright, how about we listen to his, shining logic in the next episode, guys. Oh, God, Larry's got me when he say, hey, this guy's kind of an idiot. Last person to say that, but it is true. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. I'll see you guys later.